Hi everyone, it's Kevin here from Keco. We've got a special guest here. We've got Michael, also known as Panel Beater Northeast. So welcome, Michael.
Thanks for having us.
No problem at all. So just going to give a little chat with Michael. We've kind of thrown him on the spot here a little bit because he's just popped in to see us, and we've ended up chucking a camera in front of him. And but we thought it's quite nice speaking to Michael a little bit further on to see how his GPR is going. So you came to us originally
August 18 months ago, a bit longer.
August 21, I think it was, wasn't it? So tell us a little bit about what led you to, obviously, because you're an independent shop then, wasn't you?
Yeah, at the time, and then it was like a big, huge circle sort of sale. We had a hailstorm back in 2015,
That's right, yeah.
which I was gifted some slide hammers and tabs, and used to just play around with it, and so I always had my hands on the glue and tabs. And then it just went through. I started my Instagram account in 2020. It was just to showcase what I do and what I like to do. Met a few people through that and seeing how Keco was doing.
That was really on the
the
real explosion
yeah.
of GPR within the shops,
So it was
especially in the US, wasn't it?
Yeah. So seeing more and more people using it, I was thinking I need to get my hands on this stuff and see how it works compared to the cheaper stuff, old stuff that I had. And old glues, which they all worked, it just we didn't have the process we have in place now.
Yeah. That's good. So you reached out to Danny and Chris.
I spoke to Danny and Chris a few times in the States, a few of the lads who used their products, and everyone just talked about it, and it didn't seem that big over here at the time. So
I think back then it was more closed. It was more into PDR.
yeah,
You know, PDR was Keco's big in PDR, but in the collision shops, really it's been the last, I would say, actually probably about 18 months, really since you started. Really, I mean that was when we started really to push big systems within the body shops. Anyway, we reached out to you off the back of you speaking with Danny and Chris.
Yeah.
I think it might have been Sam. And then we invited you down. So it was August 21. You came down to see us, wasn't it?
Yeah, I came down the other day.
And I remember that quite well because I set you up with a Volvo aluminium bonnet, wasn't it?
Yeah, blue one, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
And I gave you
You set that up in the way you set it up, so I did it, pulled it a little bit, and then went with the process, and you pulled the bonnet off the hinges.
So yeah, we'd actually set the. I asked Michael to set the panel up as he would, or set the glue tab up as he would, using whatever tab he wanted and whatever process he wanted, whatever tool, etc. So he did all of that, lifted, and it pulled, but it eventually popped off, didn't it?
Yeah.
And then we came up into the boardroom and we went through the process. So really, got Michael up to speed with the 6Cs process. Went back downstairs, did exactly the same while using the process with the same tab, same tool. And so, like I say, I think you ended up. Well, we could have changed the spark plugs on the engine with the bonnet that high, wouldn't it?
There was a big old gap inside of the bonnet.
So, and it just really demonstrated the power.
You see, the knowledge of the whole thing of me was just put your glue on. It's not hot anymore, so let's put it.
Yeah.
And that's all you know. And you just want it. To me, as a panel beater, you want to progress, and you see the tool, and you're like, I want to have a go at this and see how it works before you sort of dive in head first.
It was quite a quick transition for you because obviously Michael, working in the body shops, we wanted to offer the systems within body shops, and also stop people fearing. I think there was very much the glue is a PDR system. And we're like, no, it's a separated system. So we actually, to the day, pretty much, it's your year anniversary.
Some 2 days ago,
yeah. So last year, because we had Chris over with us, didn't we, for our open day?
Yeah.
And that's when we officially launched our ambassador program. So we've got a handful of ambassadors around the country. The reasons behind that was to try and help people that are too far away from us to link up with the ambassadors, to just have a chat, work through any problems that may have. It's it's very, very easy for us to say it's all on the website. It's, you know, the YouTube videos are there. We're very, very free with our literature and our training, but sometimes people just need that little extra hand. So
It's nice to have them people there, like, I'm 3 hours away, and then if it's 3 hours past me, they've got a 6 hour drive to get here.
yeah,
It's a long way to go for a day, isn't it?
yeah. So it's so that's where, you know, Michael's been on hand. So, you know, and we've had a very successful year with the ambassador program. It's been you know, very well received. Everyone likes the program. There's been help within the installations of systems, which has been lovely. So just touching on the GPR's NOT PDR, it is its own separate process, isn't it?
Absolutely.
A lot of people are using the system, but I think there's been people are refraining from posting, especially the pictures of the vehicles in filler.
Well, in my early days, I got a lot of flack for that, didn't I? But
Yeah,
I wasn't bothered, but
thicker skin than some, but it's a difficult one because, you know, we can't repair, as PDR technicians out there, we can't touch every single car. There just simply isn't enough of us. So, you know, vehicles are going to end up in body shops. It's easy for us to sit there and say, hey, I could have repaired that. Why on earth having filler in it? I could have repaired that. And, you know, everyone loves to talk the
can't
talk.
be in every body shop in the country, can you?
Exactly. You know, it's impossible to get everywhere. And the alternative is these vehicles are going to be ground down, stuck welded.
Yeah.
You know, so the other option is a very, very invasive option. So what we're trying to do is say, well, hey, we can repair these. We can get them to a stage where they can be filled and painted like they would be normally, but the damage beforehand, such as the stud pulling, you know, the welding, the eco, the burning of the eco, even down to insulation burning. I think, in fact, did you have a camper van? Was it a Mercedes?
Yeah, is it Vito or Viano?
I think it might be the V class.
Yeah, that's the one. So it's all interior, and you straight away, it doesn't matter what carriage you take in, they're not going to take the interior out.
And that was a full camper conversion.
Yeah, it was all converted, and the best case scenario was to glue pull the wheel arch and get it as roughed out as you could and fill it.
Yeah, but that was, what was the option? That was in the, well, I remember rightly, wasn't there a discussion about how are we going to repair this?
It was the boss's friend, and he says, "Oh, we can do it this way," and he's never heard of it. So he says, "Well, Michael's got this glue system. Get it in. We'll show you how he's going to do it, and we'll not touch it inside because equally he didn't want to pay to get all the interior moved. To probably paid thousands to get it fitted.
Yeah, you get the squeaks and rattles.
So, and like you say, everything stays in place. The paint's still there. There's no burns. You might have wires running along the inside. You don't know.
Yeah,
and it just saves all that.
Well, not only that, you've got your insulation, your sound deadening.
Yeah,
that's going to have
your interior, your kitchen, your bed. It's everything in a camper,
Yeah.
isn't it? So
it was quite a, you know, that was a real.
On them jobs, that's when you think it's worth it all day, isn't it?
And things like, I think we're seeing that more and more now. You know, with aluminium electric vehicles.
Well, that's it. That's it. People, most power bits can use a miracle system. So it's like basically you're just replacing that stood on weld-on tip with the glue.
Yeah.
There will be scenarios where there's no way that you can use a glue system, but as a technician you should be able to weigh that up straight away. But I would say 90% of the time I'm using the glue system, and it's that small 10% which might be something really nasty like a dog leg that needs maybe the welded on plate or some wiggle wire and a big heavy pull.
Yeah.
Just because the paint's destroyed, it might have a split in. But then you've also got people who are like, oh, is it replacing? It's like, it's not replacing, but in most cases it can. But you're still going to need a miracle system for that, which most garages have already got. But if they're converting into this, it's, to me, you would start using this more anyway. But it's down to your technicians.